Hello, and welcome back to Talks for Tots, where today the topic is children's toys. Are they really helping our children, or are we just buying into what big companies tell us is good for them? Today, joining me is Dr. Peterson, a child psychologist. Hi, Doctor. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on the show.
So, Doctor, how would you say that this toy, Animal Farm, aids in the development of children?
Well, Sue, the age group that this toy is ideally designed for is about 2 to 3, because we can see in this stage of development that kids are learning to access more refined motor skills that are necessary to complete tasks like these. We can see that around age 4, children are usually able to dress themselves, so this toy is an excellent transition into that stage.
So what you're saying is that this toy is essentially a practice of the skills that children will need to get themselves ready?
Yes, and it's an extremely important milestone for youth, as they start to become more self-sufficient and no longer rely on their parents to handle tasks like dressing.
I see. So is there any research behind this?
Yes, Erik Erikson's stages of psychosocial development say that toddlers need to exercise their will and ability to do things like this, or they'll become reliant and doubt themselves. Having this practice of doing things like buttoning, zipping, allows them to try and have instant gratification for their efforts once the animal makes the noise.
What exactly is the reason behind the animals on the toy?
Well, you see, Sue, not only does it let the child know that they've succeeded the task, but it also relates to one of Piaget's many theories of cognitive development. See, Piaget calls this 2 to 3 age the sensory motor and pre-operational stage. The sensory motor stage is usually more the 2-year-old category, and during this time the children experience the world through things like sound and touching. In a slightly more mature category, we have the pre-operational stage, where children represent things through words, sounds, and images. Connecting the sounds to the animals on the block shows the child the appropriate noise of the animal, which is the best way to convey to them what exactly the animal is. Not to mention, it just makes the toy more fun and engaging for them.
That sounds amazing. So why is this so important in child development?
Well, you see, Piaget also believed that the children sort the world into schemas. A schema is essentially a grouping at which a child at this young age could hold any number of concepts. A child who has a fish, let's say, will not know what a dolphin is. So a dolphin is put into the scheme of a fish. This is called assimilation, which means the child will consider all things the same. Breaking down these schemas into what's called accommodation, and not only does it extend their vocabulary, but it also extends their understanding of the world around them.
But the animals on Animal Farm do not look alike. Will a child still sort them into the same schema?
Yes, imagine not having the knowledge or vocabulary to name what you see. Basically anything with 4 legs would become a dog if you had one as a child and you knew what that was. Having the children learn the names and noises of these animals allows them to understand fully what they're seeing. Now not only do they know where they can find the animal, but now becomes part of a new schema, the schema of a farm animal.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Peterson. As a mother myself, knowing that the toy I'm getting my daughter is going to aid her development is just really great. Thank you for your time. See you next time on Talks for Tots.